So you're here, you clicked, maybe scrolled, and landed right here with us.
Yeah, and you might be wondering why this.
Exactly. Why do some things just, grab you? Why this question about curiosity?
It seems so simple, almost every day.
But it's powerful enough that it brought you here. So today we're going to unpack that. We're looking at this idea, the source, the power and journey of curiosity.
We want to understand why it's such a big deal, really. For you, for all of us.
I mean, think about it. Behind every invention, every single breakthrough.
Someone asks why.
Hmm.
Right. It's that kid's question that just stays with us.
Okay, so where does it start? The source talks about a gap in our understanding.
Exactly. It happens when something just doesn't quite add up or it feels incomplete.
Can you give an example, like everyday stuff?
Sure. Think about seeing a headline, maybe online, that ends with a question mark.
Okay, yeah.
Instantly, your brain sort of goes, wait, what's the answer? There's a gap.
Right.
Or, a story takes a weird turn, a twist. You need to know what happens next.
That need to know.
Yeah, or even just a strange noise downstairs. Your brain is wired, basically, to seek patterns, make sense of things.
And when something's missing or off.
It creates this tension, a need to fill it in, like a cognitive itch you have to scratch.
That makes total sense. Like a jigsaw puzzle, right? With one piece missing, you can't not look for it.
Precisely. You need the whole picture.
And the source stresses this isn't passive. It actually makes us do something.
Yes, absolutely. It demands action.
I mean, like you listening right now, that's you acting on curiosity, isn't it?
Exactly that. It's not just a feeling floating around. It's a drive.
A drive to do what, specifically?
Well, like the source says, it makes us search, ask questions, watch things more closely, read up on stuff.
Okay.
It gets us moving towards understanding, to close that gap we felt.
And this isn't just like a metaphor. There's actual brain science here, right?
Oh, definitely. The source mentions how areas in the brain linked to, get this, hunger and reward.
Hunger.
Yeah, hunger. Those same areas light up when we feel curious. That's pretty amazing.
Wow, so there's a biological element.
There is. You get a release of dopamine, which feels good. It creates anticipation, excitement about finding out.
So it feels rewarding even before we find the answer.
Kinda, yeah. The source calls it an intellectual appetite.
Okay, I like that.
Just like physical hunger drives you to find food, this intellectual appetite drives you to find information.
And when you finally understand something,
That satisfaction. It's like taking a bite out of understanding. That's the feeling.
which explains maybe why we binge watch shows
Hmm.
or fall down those internet rabbit holes for hours.
Totally. It's not just killing time. There's that reward system kicking in.
We're trying to complete something.
Exactly. We're driven to get the full story, to resolve the puzzle in our heads.
Our brain actually rewards us for connecting the dots.
It gives us that little chemical yes when
Mhm.
we figure it out. That aha moment is real, neurologically speaking.
But the source also says curiosity can be a double-edged sword. It's not always simple or pleasant.
No, that's a really important point. It's not always comfortable.
How so?
Well, curiosity can lead us down some, let's say, messy paths, as the source puts it.
Messy.
Yeah, uncovering things that make us uncomfortable, challenging ideas we've held for a long time.
Questioning things. Authority, maybe. Traditions. Even ourselves.
Exactly. The really powerful curiosities, the ones that, change us, they often force us to face things we'd rather not.
Right. Like it's just saying, be careful what you wish for. The answer might not be what you expected.
Precisely. And the source compares curiosity to fire.
Fire.
It can illuminate, build understanding, obviously, but it can also destroy if it's not guided well.
So there's a responsibility there.
A big one, yeah. How we use our own curiosity, how we react to others. We need to sort of aim it right.
And speaking of aiming it, the internet seems like the ultimate curiosity machine, right? Answers everywhere.
On the surface, yes. Instant information.
But the source suggests maybe that's not always a good thing. That it could be dulling our curiosity.
It's a paradox, isn't it? It raises this question about what real curiosity is.
Meaning?
Well, the internet gives quick answers. But maybe, just maybe, deep curiosity isn't just about the answer itself.
Okay.
Maybe it's more about the process, the wondering, the searching, the wrestling with not knowing for a bit.
The journey, not just the destination.
Kind of like that, yeah. If you get the answer instantly, maybe you skip that deeper engagement, that struggle that actually builds understanding.
Like getting beamed to the top of the mountain instead of climbing it. You miss the climb.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
The source also frames curiosity as humility. How does that work?
Well, think about it. Where does curiosity start? It starts from admitting, I don't know,
Right. Which isn't always easy.
especially not today, perhaps.
Uh,
We often value certainty, having the answers ready.
so saying I don't know can feel vulnerable.
It can.
Yeah.
But the source argues it's actually a strength. It's the starting point for learning anything new.
It takes guts to say, I don't know, but I want to find out.
It really does. And connecting this to growth, the source points out that people who stay curious, they just keep growing.
They're never done learning.
Never done, never stuck, always open to new ideas, new information. Curiosity keeps them moving forward.
Which kind of brings us back to the beginning, back to you, listening right now.
Yeah. The fact that you chose this, to spend your time exploring this idea,
The source suggests that says something about you, doesn't it?
it might just reflect that inherent inquisitiveness you have, that tendency to ask, to wonder, to seek meaning.
It validates that impulse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your being here isn't just random. It's likely your own curiosity at work, driving you to understand a bit more about, well, about understanding itself.
So that little spark maybe that made you click play,
Mm.
it actually has real potential. It could lead to bigger things, discoveries, insights,
Yeah.
way beyond just this conversation.
Definitely. Because curiosity isn't static. It doesn't just stop.
It evolves.
It evolves. It grows into knowledge, sometimes into change, always into deeper understanding of yourself, of the world.
So the final message from our source seems pretty clear then.
Yeah. Let's not stop asking.
Keep that curiosity going.